Welcome back to another episode of Tech Talks, the show where we dive deep into the fascinating world of technology and how it shapes our everyday lives. I'm your host, and today we're going to explore a truly interesting tool known as docker2exe. Now, if you've ever worked with Docker, you know it's a game changer for managing applications in containers. But what if I told you there's a way to convert those Docker images into standalone executables? That's right. So, what exactly is docker2exe? Imagine you've got a Docker image, let's say a lightweight version of Alpine Linux. With docker2exe, you can turn that image into a portable executable file that you can easily share with your friends or colleagues. No more telling them, hey, you need to install Docker to run this. Instead, they can just run the executable you send them. Isn't that cool? Now let's talk about how you would get started with docker2exe. First things first, you need to install it. You simply download the binary from their releases page. Easy peasy. Then, you make it executable with just a command. It's like turning an ordinary item into a magical one with just a flick of your wrist, right? But wait, there's more. To use docker2exe effectively, you'll need a couple of things on the building device, like Docker, Golang, and gzip. These are fairly common requirements for developers, so if you're in that crowd, you probably already have them. Now here's where it gets really interesting. Once you create your executable using a command like docker2exe name alpine-image alpine dos 3.9, the magic begins. This process generates several files, each tailored for different operating systems, Darwin, Linux, and Windows. You've effectively created a mini Docker environment packaged nicely in an executable format. So let's say your friend is on a different OS. All they need to do is grab the file specific to their system, and voila! Just like magic, they can run it and check the version of Alpine they're using, or whatever task you designed it for. Now let's talk about embedded mode. This feature lets you package the Docker image itself into the executable. It's perfect for smaller images. If your friend doesn't have the Alpine image, the executable will automatically download it. It's basically the tool working behind the scenes, so your friends won't have to deal with any extra setup. That's a great user experience, don't you think? To wrap it up, using docker2exe can really simplify sharing applications among peers, especially if they aren't familiar with Docker. It's all about making technology more accessible and reducing barriers to entry. So next time you need to share a Docker image, think of docker2exe as your handy tool to make that happen. Thanks for tuning into this episode of Tech Talks. If you liked what you heard today, feel free to share this episode with your friends, or better yet, try out docker2exe yourself. Until next time, keep exploring the wonders of technology and stay curious.